You stay tuned to TSN. We got plenty more coming your way. It is the UEFA Europa League highlights on TSN 2, and then it's SportsCenter with Jay and Danny on TSN 1, 3, 4, and 5. I'm sure they're going to have much more on the Ginger Peacock, Andy Dalton.
The Ginger Peacock, eh?
It's killing me. Get it done.
And the Toronto Blue Jays ended up losing 3-2 in extra.
See you, folks.
Ginger Peacock.
Zooming in on the face.
Now that you're moderately terrified, welcome to SC with Jay and Dan, presented by Tim Hortons.
I have a beautiful singing voice.
Actually, your singing voice is okay. I will admit that.
Dan, how about these Cleveland Indians? I mean, we're not going to talk about the Thursday nighter because it wasn't great.
Yeah.
We will talk about it, but we got to get to the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
This is incredible. 21 straight wins going into their matchup on Thursday against the Kansas City Royals. Cleveland looking to extend that AL. That is an AL record, that 21-game win streak. So they strand the bases loaded for the first time since the streak began. The Indians trailed heading into the ninth. Down to their final out. Francisco Lindor up. Lindor! With a streak-saving RBI double, and we're off to extra fun. Everybody take a drink. Jose Ramirez leading off the 10th. One of his 4 hits in the game. Heading for second, makes it in safely with a leadoff double. And after the Royals walked Edwin Encarnacion, Jay Bruce looking for redemption. The Cleveland Indians are making baseball so fun. 22 straight wins. Cleveland Indians have extended their American League record winning streak to 22 games, taking the opener of their 4-game set with the Royals. Blue Jays and Twins. Jose Barrios has been lights out at Target Field this season. His only loss at home came way back in May. Barrios hasn't allowed a run at home in his last 2 starts. That changes in the 5th. Josh Donaldson to shallow center. 3 Twins converge. Technically, you couldn't have 3 twins. They would be triplets. Rafi Lopez comes in to score, ending a 22-inning home shutout streak for Barrios. This one goes to extras, so again, everybody take a drink. Even if you're watching in the morning, Byron Buxton, bottom 10. Twins with walk-off home runs and back-to-back nights. They take it 3-2.
Greatness on display Thursday night in Hamilton. This year's Canadian Football Hall of Fame class, possibly the greatest in history. The 4 men inducted in the players category with 9 Grey Cups and 15 All-Star nods spread out among them. G. Roy Simon, best receiver in CFL history. Kelvin Anderson, the only player in the CFL to rush for 1,000 yards 8 years in a row. Mike O'Shea, a man known as the ultimate teammate. And then there's Anthony Calvillo, who holds just about every major quarterback record in the CFL.
What a class. Okay, NHL training camps officially open Thursday. That means it's a reasonable time to ask the age-old question. Did James Duthie show up to work today? Answer's yes. Even put on a suit, well, a jacket, and interviewed people. Good for you, James.
The jeans suit jacket combo.
That's one of your favorites. You're always wearing that when you're at the clubs. Brian Little, friend of the television program, has signed a 6-year contract extension with the Jets worth just over $5 million a season. Wants to end his career in the pay. Producer Tim was very excited about this graphic. Patrick Laine looks very happy there. Happy to be around the fire. Let's go camping, everyone. The Maple Leafs will enter the season without a captain for the 2nd straight year as training camp kicks off. Leafs haven't had a captain since Dion Phaneuf was traded back in February of 2016. GM Lou Lamoriello addressing the decision.
when it's the right time, there'll be a captain. If it was the right time, we would have a captain.
What do you determine that? How do you determine something?
Pardon me?
How do you determine something like that then?
Well, that's something internal that you make that decision. And, you know, right now where we are as a team and the number of leaders that we have in that room, we don't think it's necessary. And it's as simple as that.
Man, hockey's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I say we
get to talk hockey again.
Let's head over to the chairs.
I'm going to take this route this time.
The off-the-record chairs.
Wow. I should never stand in the background of you because I look even shorter. We haven't talked about the Vancouver Canucks yet.
No. Let's, in fact, let's not just talk about them. The Canucks had a 40-minute inter-squad scrimmage on the day one of training camp. You want to see what happened here?
Yeah.
Neither side managed to score a single goal. The best chance of the afternoon came on a Sven Baertschi penalty shot. Sven Baertschi did not score. Richard Bachman easily stopped that one. That was Stephen King's pen name, if you didn't know. So, Dan, how bad are the Canucks going to be?
So a lot of 1-0 wins, some 1-0 losses. That'll sell you tickets.
Yeah, actually, that's a genuine problem in Vancouver. Like, they're not just going to guaranteed sell out that building, right? Canucks fans are a little fickle. If the team's bad, they might not show up.
Before, you could never get a ticket to a Canucks game. Not the case. Well, you know what? You may be a little concerned with the 0-0 time preseasons and scrimmage. We're here to help.
Did you know that 3 out of 3 hockey fans suffer from some sort of overexcitement before the start of the hockey season? People really excited sporting events are suddenly on nearby, or pre-season, is a condition that affects hockey fans and Canadians alike. If you or someone you know thinks that preseason games are important, Pre-Seasonal is here to help. Pre-Seasonal is the only medication that's proven to ease the effects of meaningless games, headaches, dry mouth, obsessing over line combinations, feeling good about the Coyotes, watching 2 split squad games at the same time, paying actual money for tickets, tattooing Stanley Cup champions on your arm after 2 preseason wins, and diarrhea. Ask your doctor if he can help you find your remote control. Ask for Pre-Seasonal today.
Diarrhea.
I would not go to those doctors. Looks like Jack Eichel and Sam Reinhart, they're already developing some chemistry. Sabres' young gun showed up at camp on a tandem bike. Quite the entrance Jonas Cespedes made with his car collection at Mets camp in 2016, but it was unique, I'll give them that. Now, we saw a lot of this while living in LA because people go to the beach. Every time I see someone on a tandem bike, I know that the person on the second seat immediately regretted that decision.
Yeah, for sure. But
you're staring at someone's back.
But then you don't have to work that hard, probably. Maybe you don't have to pedal as hard.
Yeah, but you're like, what's coming up?
Yeah, what's happening over there? I like that. If you're a Sabres fan, aren't you happy about that? 2 of your young stars, they're obviously happy enough to ride a bike together. You and I would never do that.
Not a chance.
Alex Ovechkin's always been an advocate for NHL players attending the Olympics. Well, not just in Pyeongchang, but every Olympics. After the NHL announced players will not attend the games, the Russian superstar said he would risk suspension to play for his country. On Thursday, Ovechkin conceded and released the following statement. It reads like this: our countries are now not allowed to ask us to play in the Olympics. Me, my teammates, and all players who want to go all lose. So do all the fans of hockey with this decision that we are not allowed to be invited. NHL players in the Olympics is good for hockey and good for Olympics. It sucks we will not be there to play. There's nothing like Olympic Games. It is still my dream to win an Olympic gold medal for my country. I hope things will change and all of us will have a chance to go again in 2022 when the Olympics are in Beijing, China.
I've given this a lot of thought, and I'm over the players not going. I still want them there. But unheralded Canadian players, or from any country, they will become national heroes. Guys that you aren't recognized, they're playing in Europe, they can become national heroes in Canada. That's going to be a cool moment for them.
I guess it will. Yeah, like or you know, like a Paul Kariya thing and Eric Lindros thing, like maybe a player who's in a contract dispute or something. Maybe they could play. I don't know. Shane Doan said he didn't want to play. Maybe Jerome McGinley will play. It'll be interesting, but it still won't be the NHL players. It's really disappointing, to be honest.
You know, we've had plenty of North American highlights so far in the show, but there were other great sporting moments in the world beyond our own backyard.
And to cover those moments, we have the Woo Sports Report.
What a weekend it was.
Tour de Moselle from France.
Oh, no!
French cyclist Maxime Rocher. Handlebars snapped off while going nearly 60 kilometers an hour. Then his testicles were destroyed before finishing it off with a Superman slide.
How's the road burn on those palms? Check out the serve from Renzo Olivo in a tournament in Poland. He underhanded it. Completely fooled Tario Daniel. But Daniel went on to win the match.
This has been the Jay and Dan World Sports Report.
The Polish tennis circuit.
Pretty good.
Damn it.
Coming up, it's all the talk of the world of sports. It's the Jannies. We're going to hand them out to you next on SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. It's a television program on TSN.
3 weeks ago, we thought we'd heard the last of Johnny Manziel to the CFL whispers after a less than successful workout for the Tabbies, but here we are, once again talking Johnny football, as reports out Thursday indicate that there are now multiple CFL teams looking to secure negotiation rights for the much maligned QB. Manziel is on the Tiger Cats negotiation list and are said to have received an extension and have until Sunday to or get off the Manziel pot.
Friday night football tonight.
That's right. It's a special edition of. It's a special edition of.
Okay.
Nabesy working audio tonight. Really asleep at the switch. Riders and Ticats facing off in the Canadian Football Hall of Fame game. Catch it across TSN at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Nabesy's coming after you in the parking lot. And when someone comes after you in a Scarborough parking lot, you best be ready.
These are the Jannies. It's a combination of our names, and it's a combination of great and bad plays. Kid, he skipped school to go to the D-backs game, but I think this was a joke.
Misspelled 6. Misspelled teacher.
Yeah, because his dad probably said, hey, let's have some fun, make a sign where you misspell everything.
Teacher, come on.
Yeah. No one spells that bad.
Turning to Hollywood, Jennifer Garner posted a video on her Instagram where she had a FaceTime chat after a procedure at the dentist. What you don't know is who she was speaking with. Here's the full video that answers that question.
They did the sad part of Hamilton, and I started crying. I couldn't stop.
Did you go to the dentist after the musical or something?
Are you okay? And I said, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Listen to the song.
Okay, you're talking funny.
It was so beautiful. That music was so pretty.
I am really glad you're not driving.
And so I told them about it. They have to see it.
Okay, Jennifer, go home and take a nap. Okay, go take a nap.
She's a good person.
Jen, go night-night.
She needs to have a sleep now. She needs to have a sleep.
Hey, still to come.
Rangers Sabres Dominic Hasek, the Scorpion kick save on Adam Graves.
Is it national or enterprise?
That doesn't matter, but Dominic Hasek should be in more commercials. Maybe one for the Czech version of Grecian Formula 16.
I haven't heard about Dominic lately.
He's probably in the Czech Republic doing commercials for Grecian Formula 16.
It's 1v1 time. You got the guts, you got a bunch of glory. You got Ram. It's an all-E 1v1.
TSN.ca/1v1. The winner will be revealed Friday on the 6 p.m. edition of SportsCenter with Lindsay Ender Inciarte Hamilton. SportsCenter with Jane Dan, that's our program, is on TSN's 4 and 5. SportsCenter with Kate and Natasha, that's their program, is on TSN's 1 and 3. TSN 2 is all Littlest Hobo.
My mom, who's mentioned a lot in our promos, still can't figure out which one we're on in the morning.
Not really sure what was going on with the sock color today. It doesn't match any other thing on this outfit. I have an idea. Maybe if Bell Media would buy us socks that matched.
There's no sock budget.
Why can't there be a sock budget? For sure, all the girls on the social have a sock budget.
I don't think they wear a lot of socks. A lot of
It's
dresses.
all socks and pants.
There's no socks and pants.
All socks and pants. They call the social Socks and Pants Night.
See ya tomorrow.